Well, good morning, everybody. How are you all? Welcome to Coffee Talk. I was going to have a special guest, but seems like maybe they forgot. And there was no way to get in touch with them. So it's interesting that this occurred today. The last several days, there's been a lot of things that have been on the calendar and then just disappearing and pivoting and having to do something different, which is usually not an issue. But sometimes when you're excited to do something and then things change and it doesn't work out, it can leave you in this really weird funk. And I've been in and out of a funk. I'm not ashamed to say, it happens. So I guess today I wanted to talk about some different things you can do to get yourself out of the funk when plans change, or, what do you do? What do you do when people are going to show up and they don't show up? So sometimes it's funny. I yesterday I had a jewelry show and this lady came in and she was a mom, and I guess her kids had a birthday party or something. So she had an hour and a half free, and she had this energy of like, now what am I going to do? Because I'm so used to my entire life being stacked and scheduled and parceled out that now there's this space and she didn't know what to do. And so she was just like wandering around and kind of window shopping and stuff. And it's the same kind of energy. It's like, wow, I have this unexpected space, time, whatever, and maybe nobody to do anything with. And it can be kind of a shock to your system if you're not used to that, if you're used to having to work all the time or having to do things for other people or with other people. And then all of a sudden there's all this space and nothing scheduled. It's like you think that it would be fun, and it can be, but a lot of times there's a few hurdles to get over before you can get there. So this is what I do. I pocket pod all of my expectations about what was going to occur, because that is part of it. You get stuck in, you get upset or missing the thing that you had planned that didn't work out. So everything that you projected and expected and all of the letdown and maybe any separation or judgment, destroy and uncreate it. Oh, look, my guest is here. Hold on. You made it. I started without you because I wasn't sure you were going to come.
Here we are.
And, it was funny. I was talking about what you do when things don't go as planned. And all the projections and expectations, pock and pod. And then you showed up. How does it get better?
Wonderful. Happy to be here.
Great. So tell me, where are you in the world?
Right now, I'm in Rome, in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm based in Rome, and then from here, I just move.
That's awesome. And what are you up to today? What have you been up to?
And we are like in a second summer in this period.
Nice.
And
Yes.
so, yes, today I just worked a few hours and then I escaped to the sea to do this sun bath and water bath. I really loved. Yes.
Nice. Yes. We just had a few days of, we call it Indian summer.
Oh yeah. Where are you right now?
California.
California.
Yeah, Northern California. So yeah, and we just had several days of beautiful hot weather, and I went to the beach several times because it's just glorious.
Yes, really, really. This richness of being, of living. I really love it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
awesome.
Yes.
So, did you have any topics or anything that you wanted to chat about?
Oh, I was thinking about our conversation like few hours ago, and I'm really aware of a lot of energies in this moment,
Yeah.
which can really they can really be a huge contribution if we are willing to receive and to cooperate with. And so, I don't know. I was thinking about all this stuff, and maybe I just put on the plate.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. And sometimes the energies that we're aware of are not necessarily a contribution to us because there's a lot of angst and upset going on in the world too, and we're aware of all of it.
Yeah.
So what are your favorite tools for handling this?
Oh, I'm using like 24 hours a day. Who does this belong to in this
Mm,
period? Yes,
mm,
because yes, it's really true what you were talking about. We are like in this kind of thunderstorm of thoughts, feelings, emotions of all people in the world, which are like freaking out. And wow, and it's wonderful when you can just really be aware of what is going around and not necessarily buying this as your reality. And then you can just focus, yeah, maybe also on the sun. Why not? No, some gorgeous simple things in the world that can really contribute. And then like suddenly you are in a completely different dimension, and in this dimension you can create from ease
mm.
and from relaxation. And it's really big, the difference. I'm always grateful when I can stay in my real dimension. No?
Yes, exactly. It reminds me of the cartoon, I guess it's Winnie the Pooh, and Eeyore always had a black cloud over his head. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's going to be a bad day. It's like, that just goes to show you that your point of view does create your reality. And I love that you were talking about a thunderstorm, because if you've ever been out in the world seeing thunderstorms, like sometimes they're way off into the distance, you still hear it, but it's not raining on you.
Yeah.
And then you could maybe be rained on, but then go somewhere else and it's not raining. So like
Yes.
it's out there in the world, but it's not everywhere. And we go to these weird conclusions that this is mine, this is everywhere, that like I have to deal with this, instead of like, what else is possible?
Yeah. It should not have to be your reality if you don't choose it. Yes, you can just stay outside, go somewhere else,
Hmm.
and have some fun also.
Yeah. I find that when I'm busy and I have things that I'm creating, it's much easier to stay in my reality. But when I don't have things, or, things get canceled, which is what I was talking about in the very beginning, it throws me for a loop sometimes,
Yeah, so
you
true.
know?
Hmm. Uh, uh, I would say that our creativity, our willingness to create, to always create something, is really the best medicine for this craziness, because it's like you're in your environment, you have your energy that also has your back, and
Mhm.
it's like, okay, you're like one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so true. And then sometimes you can just be thrown in this kind of thunderstorm. But yes, what else? Okay, I'm aware. It's not me.
Right.
It's something else. So what can I choose now?
I know,
Yeah.
it's so funny. Oh my goodness. This world is so crazy.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
part of Dane's reset, the 15-day thing?
I, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's been pretty intense too.
Yes, I was translating the introduction, the free Zoom.
Mhm.
He did the free Facebook Live, and I just was really aware of this energy about something that has just in the beginning. No, it's like, okay, new start, new something, new word, maybe new
Mhm.
life. That is really true for me in this moment, for
Mhm.
my life. But I can also perceive this is so true for the world, for the whole world.
Mhm. Yeah. And like every time we go back to trying to create the old way, it just
Yeah.
does not work.
No,
Nope. Doesn't
no.
work
Like
anymore.
like you have a key and someone changed it. Okay, but it was it used to enter here. Not
Yeah.
not more. Yeah.
And like the new the new way
Yeah.
is so easy that you almost think it's not something.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, yeah. What is that?
Like,
Yeah.
what are the possibilities that something magical can show up?
Hmm.
And that invites it in. But
Yeah.
anybody else would be like, you're crazy. Where's your plan? What are you going to do? And
Yes. Yes. And the projections and expectation of people are really strong. It's like a wall, a real wall, no?
yes.
And if you can really start to recognize it, also if you can really feel it as was
Mhm.
something material, you can just not make it so significant.
Mhm.
And this for me in this moment has been really the switch.
Mhm.
Okay, I can feel it. Yeah, I know there is it, but who cares? I'm going in that direction. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay. I don't have to make significant all the things that exist. It's okay. They exist. Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Sorry, I've got a little something in there working its way out. So do you have any specialties that you do with access?
Yes, talk to the entities.
Oh, cool. Me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know each other.
Were you
Fun.
in Paris?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
so was I.
Yeah, wow. Nice to meet you after.
I know, that's so funny.
Yes.
Very cool. So what drew you to that subject?
What?
What attracted you to talk to the entities?
Oh, uh, uh, I don't know because I was like, okay, I'm gonna choose this without knowing why.
Mm,
But it just it has been a kind of bomb of like joy and awareness of all the topics, all the things that I always always known as my faults, my wrong parts. And so it has been like heal all the wrongness that
mm.
I built it up. And it has been a huge gift, really. Mm.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's funny because when I first started taking the classes, I was totally curious and interested in it, but I never thought I would be talk to the entity's facilitator. And it just got to this point where I just knew that if I didn't, my life was going to contract. I could just feel it contracting when I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. It was like, oh. And I don't know. I just love the lightness and the space that it creates. And so over this weekend, I had a class scheduled, but nobody chose it. And there's like a sadness for the people who might have but didn't. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
exactly. Yes.
it's like, like I know that's not mine,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but when you know there's something possible and other people don't know it yet, there's like, wow, you just really want to, but this is
Like,
possible.
like we could be all playing with these magic instruments. So why don't we? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Like if you have a wonderful new toy and it's like, do you want to play with me? No, what is this?
Yeah.
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 But
And I
uh,
know some people that are going through some difficulties and like they don't know what I do. But I know that even just running their bars for 10 minutes could help shift what's going on. But it's like there's no receptivity to that. They're like, I don't have time. I'm too stressed out. It's like, oh my God, you just have no idea. Like you don't have to do anything.
but that's
How to
kind
get people to
people are not used and are very scared about doing nothing.
yeah.
So it's just this sometimes the point. Really, I don't have to do something like uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah.
No, too weird. Yeah. But I have the sense that like from here in really few months and years, this will change a lot because I can see people start perceiving that something else is really possible and real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
It's
like
funny. Somebody just sent me a message saying, I wonder how aware you are of the people in Israel right now and over the weekend. Because it was a really challenging weekend for me. I had lots of fun being at the beach and in the sun and the sand and all of that. But then, when I'm done with the sun, it was like, oh my God, there was just so much intensity and
yeah,
awareness and the craziest thoughts I was picking up on. I knew it wasn't my reality, but I still
yeah,
experienced it. It was
yeah.
not the most fun.
No.
So it's not always fun when
No.
you're aware.
And you cannot really step back because once you have chosen more, it's really difficult to oh no, I'm not gonna choose anymore. So it's like one-way street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for anybody who's like, oh gosh, now I don't even want to go there at all. It's still a million times better than being unaware and having things just out of nowhere, like,
Yes.
come up and get you because you're not aware.
Yeah. Having a life that you don't like is really heavier than face the discomfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Really.
true. It is so true. I'm thinking back to like it's a long time ago when I started on all of this. And there were a lot of places in my life where it was like crunchy and icky and like I didn't want to deal with it. And now it's all space. Like
Mm.
it's all space. It's almost uncomfortable that there's so much space because I'm like, well, now what do I do? But it's not crunchy and heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So none of it's actually mine. It's just what would you like to choose,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yes. I mean, the discomfort is because we are aware of a lot of stuff, but also if you are like resisting this awareness, it can be just heavier, just worse. It cannot be better. So just dance.
It's so true. Like, get out your list of things that are fun for you. And sometimes we forget.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. And one of the things that people like dislike and dismiss the most is this fun, this joy, this no, go out and having fun. It's like it's not a value anymore.
Mhm.
For children is a value, and
Right.
and children are like full of this energy, this creative energy. But then it's like there are things more important than
Yeah.
having fun. But it's really it's really weird because without having fun you cannot create anything basically. So it's like okay. And
Yeah.
it can be a fuel for everything, financial stuff, relation stuff, relationship stuff,
Mhm.
everything, your joy, your energy, your body, like without joy, without having fun, and without having joy in my life, I would never choose to have a body and to be here. Why do I have to choose this if I cannot have fun? It's like,
Right. Exactly. It's really not fun to not have fun.
yes, it is. It is. And we knew it. We knew it. But somehow we just forget all this. And
Well, it's time to get serious.
yeah,
Got to work. And
yes.
I'm too
Wow.
stressed. I'm too
Yes.
stressed to have fun. Uh, there were a couple of ladies who came into this shop that I was in over the weekend. I did a jewelry show at the
Oh,
shop, and they have this healing room with these biofeedback mats and
uh-huh.
whatever. And and so they came in and they were like, all crazy. And they laid down in there for half an hour. And then when they came out, they were like, whoa, so serene.
Mm.
And then I said, so what are you going to do next? And they're like, oh, we're going to get pedicures. And like, they were just so chill, but they didn't have any time to look around. They didn't have any time to look at jewelry. I'm like, really? You're so chill. Like, really? You don't have space? It's just so funny how there's such a,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like, let's not explore anything outside of
Out of the
this
box.
exact
Yeah.
plan,
Yes.
because I don't have 30 seconds
Yeah.
to. And then there was this other lady who, she saw one of my necklaces. It was called Peace and Calm, because it's the stones are all the peace and calm.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, I need peace and calm, but I don't need a necklace. And I'm like, do you hear what you're saying?
No,
You hear what
most
you're
of the
saying, don't
time.
you?
No.
Your body chose it. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And then you said no. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, but we just we just learned that this is the right amount of joy you can have, the right amount of space. You cannot go beyond because it will be like what? No reference points, no maybe you will be like really more happy than your parents, which
Mm.
is not good. And
Well, and like nobody does stuff for
yeah,
themselves, they do it for
yeah,
other people.
yeah.
And oh, there was one other lady who came in and she's like, I was here last year. Do you remember me? And I was like,
Mhm.
maybe. She said, my two cousins came in and they both bought leather jackets. And she said that they were similar but different jackets. And I remember, and she said one of them died in a car accident a few months ago. And I was like, I'm so sorry to hear that. And it's like, wow, you never know how long you actually have. Like, get yourself the leather jacket if it makes you happy. You know,
Yeah,
do the things that you can do while you have a body,
yeah,
because you
yeah.
really don't know how long you have.
Mhm.
And
And
if we're not enjoying it, like, what is the point?
how many times we say like, no, I cannot do this now. I will do it like in 4 years, in
Mhm.
when I will, blah blah blah. And it's like, but life is not so linear. So it's
Yeah.
really following the energy, what will create more, what will expand your life right now. Yes, we really don't know, really. Because we also talk about this, but we don't really perceive that this is true. We don't know. It's true. We don't know. So what would you choose if you don't know how long will you
Yeah.
live?
Gary says if this was the last day or the first day of the
Yeah.
rest of your life, how does he say it? What if this is the first day of the rest of your life? What are you
Yeah.
going to choose?
Wow. Yeah. And also, you remind me, a few days ago, we were like doing a video about right riches. In few days will be the class with Simon Milazas, and we were like promoting the class and collecting some short videos about what is for you being rich.
Mm.
And I just received a lot of video and I also did mine. And I discover again how funny also little things really makes me feel rich. Also the seaside, for example.
Right.
Also like buy some notebooks, some colored notebooks and
Right.
being happy to fulfill it. It's like there are so many things that can make you feel rich.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous because you can always, also with really little things.
Yeah. It doesn't have to do with money per se.
Yeah, yeah. So, what if we could not wait until the perfect situation will show up and just choose what make us feel rich and happy and relaxed? Mm.
So true.
When children will grow up.
Exactly.
Mm.
Well,
Wow.
we've come to the end of our half hour. Thank
Wow.
you so much for joining. I know that was quick.
Yeah, thank you so much, really. I'm really happy to just meet you here
Uh,
instead of in Paris.
I know, that's so funny. It was a big class. So,
That's amazing.
um, if you send me your website, I can put it in the show notes so people can find you. And thanks again, everybody, for watching, and have a beautiful week.
Yeah. Mwah.
See you. Take care.
Bye.